fool? It's Sean Lever and Edwin Nevito, fool. Representing the Too Late We Said It podcast, Escovino, nigga. We here holding episode 5, season 3. Edwin. Hey, Ed. What up, fool?
Ain't nothing, man. I'm over here chilling, just doing my own thing, minding my business, trying to do what I gotta do. Dropping lyrics and verses.
No doubt, could.
Doing what works.
Okay. Good to see you, Loke. Respect to you, could. Hey, man, first of all, I want to shout out, before we get into this episode, bro, I want to shout out my dog, my day one since A1, Matthew Stafford, winning MVP. Old Mufasa looking ass nigga, but you my boy. Went up there with all your daughters, winning this shit. Could have won us a chip, but you didn't, nigga. This time.
But hey, MVP's pretty good, and the announcement of coming back next year.
Yeah, that was lit. I was happy he said that. Welcome back to another episode of the Too Late We Said It podcast, guys. I'm Sean Levitt. This was Edwin Nevito. We are here for episode 5 in season 3, mi amigo. What's up with you, Ed?
Ain't shit, man. I'm just chilling. The NFL honors was pretty cool, though. The way they formatted and everything. My man he's still choked up about the Rams losing, but he'll be all right, though. He even more mad that Jackson Smith and Jigba got Offensive Player of the Year. Yo, the whole mood changed. But on better news, on a better note, hey, I told you that it was between him and Puka.
Wasn't though, yo. Puka missed a game and a half, yo. Anyway, we're not gonna talk about that, yo, because Puka been getting robbed.
You can't give that award to 2 Rams players. That would have been way too biased.
Why? If they earned it. You sound like white people, yo. We can't let 2 niggers work here. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. What are we running here? McDonald's?
Not 2.
I mean, come on. Oh, great. Now it's the NAACP up in here, huh? Well, all right. This is how it is.
This is how it is.
Welcome back. Hey, what's up with you, man? Welcome to season.
Ain't shit, man.
Sorry, episode 3. I mean, season 3. Welcome to episode 5, dog.
Yo, I gotta give you props because this is the second week in a row where you got the episode 100% correct on your own with no correction. That's what's up, right there.
I've been studying.
You've achieved the new level unlocked.
I'm on a new level. Oh, shout out to ASAP Ferg, guys. Welcome back. If you're on the East Coast, I pray you have been dug out of the snow by now. You shouldn't still be using that as an excuse not to go to work. Your boss is getting tired of your ass. If you still talking about, damn man, my shit still snowed in, dog. I'm gonna have to work remote again. You finna to get fired, nigga. You best pull up on Monday. Everybody else,
I'm gonna be a couple minutes late today, sir, because I gotta be careful for that black ice. You know what I mean? Everybody's coming to watch out for this black ice. Black ice is Tetris.
Black and ice.
It's treacherous. Black ice.
It's treacherous. Old niggas be using that word sparingly.
I'm still trying to understand why it's called black ice if it's clear. Why isn't it called clear ice or invisible ice?
Invisible ice. Invisible. It just don't roll off the tongue like black ice. I feel you, but black ice, I guess, is in reference to the street that's underneath of it. So it's
asphalt. So it should
which
be called asphalt ice.
I feel you. It's Black History Month. You trying not to get fired as well, but it's okay to say black ice. It's okay. Why can't we call it Negro ice?
Huh? Yo, it's because it's black ice, and sometimes we play basketball on a black top.
It's not like Robert Downey Jr. on Tropic Thunder. For 400 years, they talked about that ice. That's insane, man. But yeah, it's another week, guys. We are here for another episode. What's been going on, man? I don't really know what did I do this past week, man. This past weekend, I had a show at the Bay Hills Golf Club up in Arnold, Maryland. That was a great show, sold out show. I was on there with some great comedians. Shout out to my dog Chris Loman for putting the show together. Bernard Williams, Jay Brooks, Garrett Harvest, my dog Mert Wolf. Mert Wolf been on this show before. That Lions fan. Man. Kenny T went back to his hometown of Jersey to shoot his comedy special this weekend. I think he's shooting his comedy special. So this Saturday, if you're watching at the same time, you'll see Kenny T. But yeah, that's about it for me, man. I got some shows coming up in the next couple of weeks. I'll put some promos out. Me and Ed will spin it together. Ed, what you been up to, man?
Hey man, I've been chill, since I dropped that verse. Been relaxing, but the cool thing is I've been searching the web for instrumentals. So I've decided I'm gonna start working on music more and see what it do. Make a quick little EP5 track joint. You know what I'm saying? So
Yo, can I get on the track? Can I get on one of the?
Oh, you definitely getting on the track. You getting on the. You got, at the very least, you got several skits on the track.
Yeah, guess what I'm saying. Give me something, yo.
Introduce the album and shit, and bring it in and set the tone and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And then of course, I'll leave a verse open for you, see what happens, and if it doesn't work, I'll just record over it.
I rap real good in Jamaican, yo. I put on the Jamaican accent and I rap real good in Jamaican, yo. Believe it or not, yo. You gonna hear my well, I ain't gonna do. I was about to do it right now.
Yeah, I was waiting for it. Okay,
I saw you. You was like, well, then go ahead.
Okay, let's go. Let's see what we got. Surprise me now.
Oh, you gonna be surprised. You gonna be like,
it's like, Sean, is that you? You be like, yeah, that was me.
I'm gonna call Burner Boy and put that shit on. You like, nigga, that's Burner Boy.
Yeah,
Junior Gong Marley, nigga. That's crazy. But yeah, man, another week here, another Saturday night, quote unquote, because it's not Saturday night right now. But if you're watching this right now, it's Saturday night for you, Nick. So wherever you at in motion, getting ready for the club, getting ready to watch your kids, getting ready to masturbate, whatever you about to do. Hopefully, we appreciate you tuning into us. All right, Ed, let's kick it off real smooth, baby. So one of the big things that happened this past week was the Grammys, man. And I'm not a big Grammys person, but it is it's a staple in this culture that we live in, entertainment, and whether you like it or not, it definitely does serve some purpose. So even if you follow it loosely, you can't help, especially with the proliferation of social media, you can't help but catch a clip or a scroll or a little highlight reel kicking up what happened in the Grammy. So aside from, it's the usual outfits, all the flair and style of the Grammys. But over the years, the Grammys, the way it looks has changed. Of course, music has changed in popular culture. As you see here, we got the GOAT, Michael Jackson. We got Jennifer Lopez in that time of my life that I was praying for titties to fall out. And then we also got I don't even know who this is right now. Shorty look like me I don't even know. Who is this? I don't even know. Is that me? Twin.
He's like, he chose the picture and just making us look crazy right now. Is that Sinead O'Connor or who is that?
I guess it is. I have no idea who the hell Sinead O'Connor is. I saw J-Lo and Mike and I said, that's enough for me to crop the image. But over the years, the Grammys has changed significantly. And so I will pose this question to you. What's one thing that you would say? So let
me pour that milk.
Oh, that's her song?
That's Sinead O'Connor. I don't think that's Sinead O'Connor though, but still.
Nigga was confident as hell. Yes, Your Honor, I was not there when they were selling crack. You sure? Yeah, I was there.
I don't know who that is either. It's crazy because it's probably somebody we both heard music from.
Let me see, yo. It looked like,
stop putting it up there, yo, making it worse.
It looked like the chick off of Fifth Element that's not blue. When she not blue, that's how she look. That's how she look. Looking at us.
Hey, yo, but what are the elements was in her body?
It's in her.
That's what happens when you pull the element out. It also pulled the color out.
Oh, she turned colors when he pulled the color out.
Well, did you see the picture of her right there?
Yo gave her a whole origin story. Yo.
You pull out the element, and that's how you make white people.
That's crazy. That's what happens.
You got to pull out the element.
Just take that melanin.
Take the melanin.
Got you, boy. We ain't gonna let you live that Negro life. Thank you, sir. But yeah,
and that baby's like, put it back. Now I can't say that.
Just give me the night. That's crazy, yo. So what's up, man? I mean, the Grammys is big on flair and accoutrement, that little extra on top, that little extra, over the top personas and things like that. It's not as crazy as the Met Gala. Probably a couple months ago, we talked about the Met Gala that nigga had on the Interstar Galactica, Battlestar Galactica outfit. So they don't go that hard at the Grammys.
Occasionally though, because Lady Gaga's been known to have some crazy controversial joints.
Yeah. And I think it was a dude
in the early
What?
stages of her career, because now she's a little bit more mature in her approach and how she
a whole phase over.
how she like presents herself now. She's on a different level musically.
She got kids, right?
But yeah, the red carpet event is probably always in all award things, from Grammys, Oscars, all of them. It's always about the red carpet, and then of course leading up to the event, and then of course the press junket that happens in between that too. So
press junket. Where'd you hear that word at, boy?
That's not even a big word.
He read the dictionary before this show. He was like, I got something for his ass. Junket. I never heard that before.
A press junket. It's basically where it's like a gathering of press, and then you go through the gauntlet of all the different journalists. That's what all events like this have press junkets, where everyone gathers, so that way it's like the media get it out the way. You just go through your little thing. He's on that right nose.
On Monday, I'm going to a child support junket.
Yeah. I'm sure there is one.
I'm sure there is one. That's wild. So hold on. All right. So what's something, man? I mean, because back in the day, people would wear like suits. It was real, Frank Sinatra, that time. You go back to the "It's Up to You, New York, New York," and then they doing cocaine and bourbon and shit, you know what I mean? So that's the way you used to go.
Parties.
Now so let's talk about the drugs of the Grammys. Hollywood's drug of choice back then. What was that?
Hollywood's drug of choice then and now is still cocaine, I'm pretty sure.
Always Coca-Cola.
There's the rich man, the celebrities' drug of choice, cocaine. Cocaine. Like, listen,
I got mine.
It's like you don't go to the hood. People are like, man, I can't wait to get me a bag of cocaine. It's like, nah, that's some Hollywood shit.
So
it's like I'm partying all day. It's like, oh man, I got to go do a press tour.
Press junket.
Go to the press junket.
I'm on a new level. You coked up you on a whole nother level. So hold on. In Hollywood, all right. So that's I'll concede to that. In Hollywood, cocaine has always been the sun. But what are the planets? The planets around that cocaine has changed. I think in the 90s it was weed. People smoking weed all the time. Now
alcohol is
pills. Yeah. Yeah, alcohol is a big one.
Pills, so definitely. Pills is.
Look at you, of course.
Pills.
But
pills is always going to be circulating.
What's new drugs that came out? Scissor. What's new drugs that came out?
Huff and paint.
Niggas don't huff paint.
Scissor isn't a rich a celebrity's drug though.
There's some niggas up there that's drinking scissor. Please believe that. Maybe getting Miley Cyrus, the little white girls to drink.
That's because 3-6 Mafia probably made it popular. Like, some scissor. So it's like, hey, what is this scissor? I would like that scissor. So no cocaine thing, not scissor. I want scissor.
Project Pat said drink it.
And I'm gonna drink it because he said so and he had a good time.
DJ Paul gave it to me with the little hand. Of course I'm gonna drink it. Mixing itself.
Yeah, and then you got lean. Lean is another
lean. One. Lean and scissor is different.
Huh?
I didn't know that. I thought lean was scissor.
It is. I'm just saying that's another name for it.
Oh, okay. Synonymous. Okay. Synonym for lean. What else? What else did we do? So that's one thing. I guess that's been okay. So that hasn't changed. That stayed the same. Fashion has definitely changed. What's
fashion
cool?
kind of goes. Fashion always changes, but it always finds its way back. Fashion is the one thing that always takes from the old to make new. You got futuristic styles. Then they go when it does it, then it flows back into recreating old fashioned trends and bringing them back as the new stuff. Because the bell bottoms is probably one that we can say like
cycles, yeah.
It done came, left, came and left, and then come back again.
You got a pair? You wear bell bottoms, Joe?
I've never worn bell bottoms, but doesn't
proud of
mean
you
that.
for that. No, I was just checking.
I've worn boot. What is it called? The jeans that got boot cuts. Boot cuts.
Put on his hospice voice.
Your Timbs. You know, when you got the Timbs, and you want the jean to go like straight cut. So it's like, because now you got the jeans that start out like this, and then they just get smaller as they go down your leg.
Tapered. You got the tapered thing.
And then it just hugs your ankle and shit. You're like, hold up, I can't. You got to tuck that in your on your Timbs because you can't stretch it out. Boots. Yeah. So remember back in the day to get it, you'd cut the little sleeve so it go over your boots and shit.
Nah, we ain't never wear those. But I feel you. I got you. I ain't wear them gauchos.
Wear those. Y'all got the skinny jeans, yo.
I'm chunky. I can't wear no skinny jeans.
Like, I can't even put them on.
Shit, I can't do
it. It's like I get them right to my knees as far as I can go. It's like I go there.
These leg warmers, nigga.
And then I just go ahead and put the belt on right there.
Right there. I'm not sagging my pants. I'm surviving.
It's like I'm just gonna put on some long johns, put these jeans up to the top of my knees, and keep moving.
They're your leg warmers.
Yeah. It's like, let me get a 5X white tee. 5X white tee.
That shit a pirate ship flag you wearing.
And the white tee's gonna sit right at the belt buckle.
Jesus Christ. Snug as a bug in the rug. I don't know, man. It's
you just gotta take small steps.
Sashaying around.
Yeah, just walking around
like a damn panda and shit. But yeah, so I don't know, man. I used to watch the Source Awards, but that was true niggatry. Then I watched the BET Awards, and that sort of just became like pandering. I was like, it wasn't really. I don't know if you watch Black Entertainment Television. For you guys who don't know what that is, that's what BET is.
Yeah.
But it's not. I'll say this: it's not owned by blacks anymore. It's just it's ET. It's no black in it.
It's like all for me is like BET was the shit back with the basement and shit, and the BET late night videos and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what you watch them like. The BET Uncut at night. He's watching the Crucial Conflict videos and the fucking Goody Mob videos. That's the first time that I saw that. The who's that peeking in my window? Bow, nobody now. I was like, what the fuck is this? Doom, dun, 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 dun. Doom, dun, dun, dun. Wow.
Straight monster music, nigga.
My man came straight out the bedroom with the pick and shit. And he's like, with the pipe band.
I just killed somebody. The cow. Back in the day, yo.
Yeah, yo.
But yeah, so that's more obviously okay. So it sounds like it's more up your alley too than the Grammys. I guess it just feels so like maybe we got old, Ed. You know, that's what happens. Yeah. People tend to say things change and it ain't good no more. But what the reality is who they marketing it to just ain't us no more.
Yeah, it's always been a younger marketing.
It's a young man's game.
Crowd. And then music now is also tailored more to the under 30 crowd, you know,
right?
Teenagers to 20s.
TikTok influence. If you get your song on TikTok, you made it.
Oh yeah. I mean, songs are getting rebirthed because of TikTok. And it's like people will be like, yo, and like especially like there's Michael Jackson is one of the artists too that songs of his start circulating. Like matter of fact that they don't really care about us. That joint, that's been circulating now. TikTok. They're like, you heard that TikTok song? All I says that. I was like, that's not a TikTok song. Yo. That's Michael Jackson song.
It's some people who don't know who Michael Jackson is, yo.
Yeah, and they're like, that's Michael Jackson. I've heard who he was, but I didn't know.
We old as fuck.
I was like, that's crazy.
If you don't know who Michael Jackson is, you just got here, nigga.
That is wild to me. Just like understanding like that these people that were iconic in their time. We get to a time where everybody's going, huh? And they know songs of theirs and they're singing along to them in their heads or singing songs out loud because it's on TikTok.
That's it.
Because they saw one of their favorite TikTokers dancing to it or something. Or making a video using the song.
That's another thing, yo. I think everything is freaking a dance now. You gotta have a dance with every fucking thing. Yeah. If you want to start a car wash business, you gotta have a dance first to start your car wash. You know what I mean? You start a technology.
Yo, Mr. Miyagi would be it today, yo, on TikTok.
Do the wax on, do the wax off. Niggas out here capping, they ain't got the facts on.
He's like, show me, paint the fence. Ha, 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 paint the fence. Ha, ha, ha. Paint the fence. Paint the fence. Paint the fence.
Daniels.
Paint the fence. Paint the fence.
Yo, this shit is a banger, nigga.
Yo, you seen that shit? It's the greatest thing of all time.
I was downtown painting the fence all night, nigga. In the club. But yeah.
Yo, did you see the new Karate Kid with Jackie Chan when he was making him take the jacket off and put it back on? He was like,
on Will Smith's son?
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, no.
Put the jacket on, take it off, hang it.
That's child abuse.
Yo, that shit cracked me up because he made him make a face like this.
Look like the Good Times man.
Hey,
I don't know.
So bad.
So Ed, I don't even know if we answered this question, yo. But I guess some of the changes we came up with was fashion, just the general music presence of itself, you know, the content of the music.
Yeah. So we kind of got off track. We got off track of it. But I think one of the biggest differences is just the direction of music and how it's consumed also. Because if you think about it, how some of these categories are determined, the categories period are determined back then is like the influence that the song had, how many sales it had, the circulation that it had on radio, commercials, movies, where today movies still is a huge factor because, like, if, for instance, you think like Billie Eilish, like, you don't even have to know who Billie Eilish is, but if you watch movies or TV, it's guaranteed that you heard her music because she's all over music, all over TV, from shows to movies. A song of hers has been used for those. So it's like one of the standouts. Remember K-pop Demon Hunters?
Yeah, that's on the real radio now.
That they won some Grammys based on the music from that show, and they've pretty much extended the audience to K-pop, which it's been a growing genre. Yeah, it's been a growing genre in the United States, and that movie like took it to another level just based on how they made a movie, anime style movie that incorporated K-pop itself as an instrument within the movie, not just like the music over like because music usually cascades over the movie to make it more palatable to the audience and give the audience another channel to get into the emotions of the movie. But K-pop Demon Hunters not only did that, but used it as an instrument, as the main instrument in the movie, because the villain used it as a source of power for evil. And they use it as a source of power for good. And then it shows the clashing of the two songs, basically letting us know that there's good music and evil music. What side do you stand on?
So they stole
on the side of,
and that's another thing. They stole the theme of sinners, good music and bad music.
Yeah, exactly.
Stealing from blacks. I'm on your ass, Korea.
Oh, yeah.
I see y'all niggas what y'all doing. Just because the white people stole Daniel the Lion from y'all and made it Lion King, don't mean you got to steal sinners from us. Sin begets sin. Two wrongs don't make a right. It's like a No. I feel it. So yeah, that's definitely a good thing, and I think that exposed K-pop to even my daughter loves all of that stuff.
Yeah,
she would have never knew about K-pop. So shout out to them for that, man.
Yeah.
Yep. So, if it's anything else you guys noticed from this year's Grammy, I seen one white guy in an all black Daft Punk suit. You know, nigga was shiny in a black outfit. So, if it's anything we didn't mention,
oh shit, yeah, the all black joint like that,
all black man.
He was like pearl black, like
he like fuck black face, nigga. We doing black body. Put himself in a Lego suit, nigga.
It's like, yo, how was he walking around in that?
Motherfucker was on a hoverboard. He had the Usher, you don't have to call shoes on, just rolling around and shit. You don't have to call. I'm black, girl. Now you the nigga. All right, Joe.
Holy
For the
shit.
night. All right. Next topic, man. We're gonna bring up something that I know everybody has experienced, man. From the hardened drug dealer in Louisiana all the way up to Mahatma Gandhi, I believe, if they had cars. And what that is road rage. You driving up the road. That look like Puka Nakua a little bit on the left. You driving up the road, and
That's Puka Nakua catching a touchdown pass.
he hit the Tyreek on somebody.
And the dude on the right corner.
Yeah. Nigga lost though, so can't walk too hard. You're driving up the road, minding your business. Somebody else is having a bad day. So I'm gonna give you a scenario that's not even predicated on you being the problem. Okay. So you're driving up the road, somebody late for work, late for picking up their kids, gotta drop the rental car off in time, and they 2 minutes behind already. It's a billion reasons why they cooking through the city. They cut you off, you pull up to them at the light, and they looking at you like mad, or they just cut you off, pull up beside you, you won't let them in, a bunch of stuff. I went through this a couple days ago. I was driving through a lot, right? And I'm coming out, and the guy just like, you're supposed to look before you bend the corner, or you might T-bone somebody. They might T-bone you. So the dude jump out in front of me, and I'm like this, my bad. I'm putting my hand up. I'm like, my bad. And he flipped me off, yo. I'm like, oh. And in my heart, I'm like, yo, if I wanted to be like, let me get out the car, because then he not going to do that. If I get out, in my heart, I seen him. It's a black dude, but if I'd have got out the car, he'd have put that finger up his ass. But when is it necessary? It's and the fracture there is right here where this image depicts. When do you stay cool and let it slide, which I would advocate for every single time? And when do you match that energy? Is somebody gonna match my freak? Is somebody gonna match my nasty? When do you match their nasty? So to speak.
I think are we looking at it from like an actual like scenario standpoint, like
Is there any situation you and the kid you're in the car with your kids and niggas throw a brick through your window or some shit like that?
Oh, now that's actually the
damn drink
again. They're crossing the line.
Drink.
Yeah, they're crossing that line. You crossing that line at that point. It's like, throwing something, because see, that's exactly what I mean. If it's just a gesture like, oh, they give you the finger, like, boom, they gave you the finger, and it's in passing. It's like, yeah, you could just say, you can curse them to yourself, like, hey, F you, this and that, you ain't shit, and just keep it moving, because you trying to get somewhere. They trying to get somewhere. Sometimes we in our vehicles and what we going through things that's going on. So he might not have been flicking you off. You know what I'm saying? He's flicking something. He's having a certain day. He's already mad at somebody, and you just happen to represent that person in that moment. Right. So he's just giving you the finger and moving and just move on. That's how you got to look at it, because in the end, how often, like when we're just walking around on the streets or we're in the store, people don't just do that type of behavior just out the blue like that. It happens when we're in our cars, right? Because I think when we're in our cars, we're in our element of all the things that we're feeling from that day is going through our heads at that time and stuff. So like, you already in a shitty mood and you're in a very frustrating situation, and somebody does something that aggravates you, then you're going to take out all of the day's pain on that person in that moment, where you flick them off, tell them to F off, and just keep it moving. So sometimes you got to think about that. The one time when you match the energy is when that energy is in your face to the point where you cannot get past it. Like, you're just passing each other. I'm still going to where I'm going. I'm not going to let that person stop me from where I'm going. But if they do some shit, like they pull in front of you on some like, oh, I'm trying to make this a confrontation. Now they have brought a different element to the situation where they're impeding you from going about your day. Now it's time to block your road. Yeah. So sometimes when a person takes it too far and they cross the line, that's the moment when now you have the option to do the same, match the energy,
defend
like
yourself in a sense.
Yeah, because you're defending yourself and also letting them know you picked the wrong one today.
I'm about that action, boss.
Yeah, and that reminds me, there's a show on Netflix called Beef.
Beef. Okay.
Yeah. And that show, if you look that up, that show pertains to that. The two main characters in that show are both having a freaking terrible time at it, and they just clash with each other in a parking lot and started off just cussing each other out, flicking off. But then the other one didn't let it go, so they kept chasing each other. And next thing you know, now they're on the highway driving crazy, and then it gets to the point where they keep running up each other. And it just turns into this huge feud of crazy shit. One of the craziest. This show surprisingly ups itself every time, because you're thinking like, how can this little incident just keep getting worse? And that's exactly what it is. And that's why it's a perfect name called Beef, because they just had beef with each other. And in the end, they were more alike than they wanted to know. Then they wanted to admit, because they both were in situations where they're like, yes, that's it right there. And they were both at a point in their life where everything was just going so wrong, and they just clashed into each other at that perfect storm of a moment. And just the show takes off, and you're like, yo, the show keeps getting crazier and crazier until it comes to that.
He pull up to her crib, right? She in that white BMW. Yeah. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And they just keep, it just gets crazier and crazier. She's got money. He's trying to get money.
He acted like a utility worker or something to get in her crib.
You remember that? Yeah, and that's the most craziest example of how road rage can go from just, you just driving to two strangers, and we've seen incidents where people get shot,
right?
Get killed, that's what I'm saying. Over road rage. But if you think about it, it's not about the road rage. It's about this person's going through something, and then that road rage is like that straw that broke the camel's back. And you're like, oh, I'm about to show you something.
Everybody's always it's a video, yo. Oh, I wonder if I could show it, yo. Can we show videos on YouTube, yo?
You can, but you gotta watch out for copyright strikes.
Okay. No, it's not a
if you show a video, mute the audio.
It's not music or anything like that. It's like
if it's already a YouTube actual video, then you can show it.
Yeah, it's already a YouTube video. It's hilarious, man. I think it's too long. Pause. I think it's too long. I think it's too long to show. I'm gonna show it right here real quick. It's 1:30. Here we go.
Why is that okay? Why is it okay for women to say, oh, you're 5 feet on dating sites? You should be dead? That's okay?
Who said that to you here? Nobody.
Women in general have said it on dating sites. You think I'm making that shit up? Everywhere I go, I get the same fucking smirk with the biting lip. Shut your mouth. You're not God or my father or my boss. Dude, you want to step outside? You want to step outside? Huh? I'm not scared of you, pal.
I know.
You shut up, too.
You shut the fuck up.
Go ahead and attack me, big.
Oh my God. I just want.
All right,
he threw him on the ground.
He got his ass, Snake.
He said, go ahead and attack me.
You want to go outside?
What the crazy part is like, he attacked him like he said, but he didn't throw not a single punch. He just put him to the ground, held him down, and just said, "Shut the fuck up!" He stunned him, yo. He took him down like that was his child, yo. like who you talking to? So it's like, look, I kind of approve that message in that instance because the other dude could have beat the shit out of him, but he used a level of restraint there. He was like, "I'm gonna stop this incident, but I'm gonna do it without putting any real harm on him." Right. But what the fucked up part about it is that this dude's going through something in that moment. He's tired of being pushed around, and the dude didn't understand that. And you could have de-escalated, but everyone kept doing stuff, and in a way of like telling him to shut up. But that's the whole point, is that he's being sunned all the time. So him doing what he just did only validated his crash out, because he just put him on the ground like a little kid and then yelled in his ear to shut the fuck up. So now he embarrassed that poor man.
He's going on a hooting spree. That's what I'll say. I'm not gonna say the real word.
He's gonna hoot hot rat to tat tat. Something bad's gonna come from that.
You think I'm making that shit up?
Or also, God forbid he takes his own, he takes himself out the
put himself
game.
out the game. Yeah.
And it's like you don't know what can happen from that moment. But the thing is, I understand. But the thing is, I do at least give him props because he did it in the way that I'm not gonna hurt you. But he also didn't think like, oh man, maybe we put him to the ground like a little kid and then yelling in his ear.
He could have tombstoned his ass. You know, the Undertaker do it.
But he put him on the ground. And I feel bad for that guy because it's like that's a situation where was he right? No, he wasn't. But he also just snapped because all he's been getting his whole life is getting pushed around because of his height and not being treated with respect.
And that's another that, like we just said, adults is meticulous. Like you think you hiding it, but whispering around people, they know what you know, that's just as bad. You might as well just say it out loud than whispering and laughing and shit. That's terrible, man.
But we didn't see the beginning of his crash out and what happened because it could have been a giggle that lady said because he started off by cussing out the lady and then saying girls on dating sites. And she said, we didn't say nothing like that. Man. But the funny thing is, he's smart. Someone that gets picked on for being short is smart enough to know when someone's being sly about it. So they definitely did something in a way that let him know that they was ragging on his height. Yeah. And although they didn't say exactly what he said, he just basically letting them know that this happens to me all the time. So you can't lie to me and tell me you weren't just fucking ragging on me. You know what I'm saying? So that's why
no proof, Ed. He ain't got no proof yet. That's why he got put in the motherfucking chokey, nigga.
Yeah.
And Matilda his ass. In the chokey.
The crazy thing is he took him down and then he got over top of him right in his ear. He said, shut the fuck up.
Listen to your mother when I'm at work. Yes, sir.
You think I'm scared of you?
You think I'm making that shit up? That little nigga got choke slammed. But anyway, if you in traffic, man, Ed, you from here. I'm here now. Baltimore is a city that teach you to lead with respect. Because you might get your shit checked. I don't know how to say it better than that.
There's no city that I've ever been to that is no easier place to get into a random fight.
Good morning. What's good about it, nigga? Then
you can literally grin the wrong way at somebody, and a confrontation will ensue. You'll be backpedaling and not understanding why you're backpedaling. And the harder you backpedal, the harder they push you for backpedaling. It's like, I got you against the rope now. I'm gonna push you right to the corner piece and choke you out. You have no choice but to throat chop and get the fuck out of there.
Gotta fight back. You guys just like jail.
Get your food. Thank you. Keep the change.
Meet.
Never going back to that chicken spot again.
Never again. Even if it was delicious. 10 out of 10.
Live in your memory in front of that joint with the click clack.
30 wide niggas with YNs with shiesties on. So we'll say this, man. And I'll let you cap it off, but I'll say, man, if you're in road rage, 9 times out of 10, 9.9 times out of 10. It ain't worth it, Brody. Just hit the gas, keep it pushing. Because like Ed said, man, a lot of people didn't know that was their last couple minutes before they obliged it or started it off. So it's never worth it. Think about your friends, your family, your work, your passions, your kids, the thoughts you hunching on at night. Done now, but it's easier said than done. But Ed, would you say as you get older, it's easier to let those things go?
Oh yeah, definitely. As you get older, it's you could I just say shit to myself, laugh, or just customers are like, hey, what the fuck are you doing? But I don't be losing my mind like that. It's like, oh, you cut me off, and then I'm gonna go race to the next light so I can stare at them.
For what? For what?
Yeah, it's like it's not gaining me nothing, you know what I'm saying? But you get to get your little get back. Sometimes like someone get a road rage and I don't even know that it's happening. Like driving, next thing to the person's like, and all of a sudden a car just flies out of nowhere and just gets in front of me and then hard brake checks me. I'm like, what the fuck? So then I'm all confused and I get to the light and they're like, and I'm like,
what? What do you want to do? What do you really want to do? And it's most of the time it's just like you said, you hit it on.
But I won't put my window down though because motherfuckers be like to throw shit in your car, like their sodas and shit. It's like, hell no, you ain't gonna get me like that. You can hear my window.
On the Ed though, Ed. You hit it on the Ed. People be going through shit, but I'll let you close it out.
Yeah, I think that's the main thing is understanding that it could be you guys going through some shit and you're overreacting what you're going through against the person on the road and you're taking it out on them. And then from the flip side, someone that's receiving the road rage, understand like, hey man, they're having a terrible day. So you can just laugh it off, but you can't do anything to instigate the matter because people think that, oh, I'm just gonna laugh it off and not let it bother me. But then when they make eye contact with the person, they just start laughing. Now, guess what? That person is going to take that laugh as a gesture of like mockery. And now you just thought that you were deflating, but no, you're making it worse. Sometimes it's just like, you know, you don't have to be like this neither.
Yeah, hold up. Right. Yeah, exactly.
Nah, look, give them a quick glance. If they're looking at you, flick them off, you just wave at them. Like I do that too. I'm like that, just like a smile, like
yeah,
like hey, it's my bad. This the universal.
See, hold on, Ed, because that's what I did last week, yo. When he cut
you just got a finger.
I even said my bad. I was like my bad, even though he was 100% in the wrong.
He's the one that was in the wrong, and you got the finger.
Me off.
Yeah. And
but
that's
people
cool.
Be going through stuff. People be going through stuff.
Yeah, you just give him that satisfaction because in a way he's probably driving and feels better about himself. Say, I told that motherfucker off. And guess what?
Don't like feeling like no itch, man. That's
the downside of the thing, and also the same reason why people get caught up in situations because they're thinking that they have to prove themselves. You just in a car, like you just in a car. They're in the car.
People feel safe in that car, yo.
Yeah.
So it's just like
the cars is old school social media. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hold up, where the gun at? Hold on, wait a minute.
People safe behind their cars. People safe behind them keyboards. You know what I'm saying? So that's the parallel.
It's the old school
social media. People in their cars is the old school social media. That's safety you feel where you can say anything you want. And you know the person can't hear you. But you know what's funny? Isn't it funny whenever someone's cussing out and then you hear them and then you wrote next to them like, I heard what you said. And like,
I will call the police. You bet that.
I heard what you said.
Lame, man.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, so in the ending note is always understand that people be going through stuff. And most of the time, that person's really not even cussing you out. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically what it comes down to. I don't know what's going on right now.
My daughter, I'm trying to coax my daughter on to come in over here and sit with me, but she's a preteen. She's like, Daddy, you guys are fat. You guys are bald. I don't want to be seen with you guys. You're pretty ugly. Pretty fucking ugly. Zero aura. you guys look like the baby dinosaur off that show. Remember that old school show?
Oh shit, not the mama.
Yeah, exactly.
Not the mama.
I just roasted us. My fault. She didn't say nothing. I just roasted us. But yeah, so
you just decrease the chances of her coming.
Exactly right.
She said, I'm definitely not going now.
That's all true. That's not why I'm coming. So like I said, in Baltimore, you really got to be careful, but it could go down anywhere. You feel me? It could go down in Key West, Florida. It could go down in Kenosha, Wisconsin, obviously. You know what I mean? So, but what I'm saying is you can catch it anywhere. So be safe out there riding, man. Protect your peace and cover yourself in the armor of God. Really, that's how I feel. Just know you untouchable for as long as you mind your business and stay righteous. Moving on, Ed. I'm a product of this system. I'm sure Mr. Edwin is a product of this system as well. The system we're talking about is the public school system. Now, despite all of the doom and gloom about public schools, I do have my kids in privatized and Catholic school right now. And honestly, I wouldn't if I had the option, I wouldn't because this shit costs too much. But my kids' mom want them in there. But there has been a debate in over time, hence public schools. Hence private schools, Montessori schools, Catholic schools, etc. That the education you receive in public school is not quite it. It's lacking in many areas, be it the curriculum, the resources, labs, gymnasiums, wood shops, etc., aren't up to par of these other schools. And it beckons the question, if it's doing a subpar job, are these school systems producing viable, thriving minds, or is it just producing people who are molded with the teeth to be gears in the cogs of working class? We really don't want you to go above this threshold. We want you to be stewards of businesses for the entrepreneurs that's already rolling. So I pose that question to you, Ed. Do you feel public schools today are giving public schools? We're gonna segment it off to public schools. Do you feel public schools are providing children with the education and the cognitive thinking skills to be entrepreneurs, high functioning tech executives? You know what I'm trying to say. Or
Yeah.
kicking out, no disrespect, Walmart greeters and Amazon pickers, fulfillment people. And there's no shade to that. But what I'm saying is that what they want you to do? Because shit, I worked at Amazon at one point for real, and it's a great starting point. McDonald's, I know people started front of bottom.
I've
Now
worked at
go ahead.
McDonald's. I've worked at McDonald's before. I mean,
Yep.
but I mean, I think it's a very interesting. This is a very interesting topic because I think that there's so many factors and variables that go into play here, especially when we look at schools today versus schools of yesterday, and how the curriculum is designed for the everyday student to rise above, but the factors of that is going to be regional. What region are you in? Where are you? And what's for these public schools? And of course, obviously, the more closer you go to like inner city and more poor environments where the housing market is super low, that means that the cost of living is altered by that. So that means that the teacher's salary is altered by that as well. So now the level of commitment by the teacher is a big part of that, and also by the environment that the kids are growing up in and how they're fused together, because it's a melting pot of individuals, young-minded individuals getting thrown in. And I think that if we look at it from an aspect of like, if you throw 500, if you get 500 children in a line, there's going to be at least 20 of those 500 children that it doesn't matter what the fuck school they go to, doesn't matter who's raising them. These kids are just destined to become more than what they're supposed to be, because that's just part of our society and how humans are. Some of the greatest accomplished humans came from the worst possible environments, and everyone's going. So then you're thinking that, it must be the schools. Like, no, sometimes there's just that few that will, no matter what, succeed because they're just born with the gifted minds and the drive to want to be more. And I think it comes down to the individual. What does the individual want? Then you got the group of kids that are on the cusp, that they could sway either way. These are the group of kids that this type of question is more geared for. Okay. Because these are the group of kids that could become great or not, depending on the environment they're in. And that's where the parents, I think that if you have a child that can be great, but is not there, whether it's being focused and or having the drive to, then you have to play that role. Because let's say you're in a shitty school, right? And maybe that school is not the greatest, but if you're a parent that's super involved in their education, then you can mitigate that by putting the extra time. Now, here's the problem. If you're that kid and you're living in that environment, that parent needs to work a full-time job just to make sure that kid has a roof over the head. So they're not going to be able to pay for a tutor or do all that thing, and they're not going to be as involved. So now where is the balance there? And I think that's why this question is so important. It's like the school needs to be that balancing, that the school needs to be that tipping point. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it comes down to the teachers. It could be a shitty place, school, but if we have dedicated teachers, that teacher can be the tipping point for that kid that may or may not make it based on how their experience is in school. And I think that it's harder now today for teachers, because back in the day, it was more help as far as disciplining kids. Right. Now it's like our society has taken that power away from the adult, where now it's harder for the adult to get the child's respect, because they're walking on eggshells on what they say to the kid, how they react to the kid. And
Right.
And that causes a
Hands are
problem
tied.
there.
Yep.
Yeah. So I think that there it's going to be a difference because where the making sure you understand who your child is and understanding the education that they need, it's going to be a factor. So I mean, that's why, for instance, for myself, like I know that my son is very smart, but I know that like myself, I get distracted easy. The ADHD factor falls into place. So we got to be able to
Welcome
be in
to
it.
my house.
Yeah, to be in the right environment so that way we don't have too many distractions. So me moving to North Carolina permanently was a huge part was because of the school system here is so much better, the public school system here than in a lot of other areas. So, and then I also meeting teachers because, you know, as a cable technician, I'm doing installs. I installs in teachers' houses, this and that. And I started like asking questions, and I'm like, that's great about my job. It's like I meet every type of person from the poorest to the richest. And I just happened to have a spell where I was in a very solid area of North Carolina, and I started asking questions, and I found out what school system was good and this and that. And then when I started researching, I'm like, oh yeah, this is where it's at. So I'm staying here, making sure my son, he started 7th grade here and went all the way to graduation, and his academics went through the roof because the teachers in this school system are dedicated. Yes, they're dedicated and go the extra mile. One of his teachers went out of the way to make sure he got a partial scholarship that helped him during the time when his mother died. And if it wasn't, I don't know what we would have done without that scholarship. That year scholarship was a godsend. So I was like, that teacher did that for him and didn't even have to. They went out their way. So I was like, I think that it comes down to how dedicated the teachers are and how involved the parents are. The two things together is what makes the situation. In your situation, you took the time to put your kids in private school, and I think that's why they're better, because they can control their curriculum, where a public school, the curriculum is controlled by where they're at. Like everybody has to follow a specific curriculum.
So I like what you're saying there, bro, because I got to give their mom credit. You know, we ain't on the best terms, but I got to give their mom credit because she really pushed and got all the grants and financial aid allotments and everything for them to be in school. Because I ain't cooking like that, nigga. The Too Late We Said It podcast got 80 subs, nigga, not 80 million. So I agree with you that it comes down to the parent, especially if you don't, even if you don't have the time to do the legwork to make sure that they're, like you said for yourself, okay, I surveyed the land, this where he need to be at. That in itself, it's not just about going to PTA meetings. It's not just about helping the homework, but putting them at the right starting line, so to speak. And that sounds like it's what you did, and it's what their mom did.
And it's like, but I did it in the form of being in the place temporarily and staying permanently, because I was like, the public school system was so good here. That was a relief for me, because now I don't have to stress about what is my son learning, because the teachers were so hands-on that I had emails from almost all his teachers. I knew when he wasn't doing well, they immediately would email me. I was like, when he's doing great, email. When he's doing bad, definitely email me. And then he'd come home and I'd already know what's up. I'd already know what's up. Like, oh, we got to talk about something in school. So that helped me out a lot, because then it allowed me to be involved without having to be micromanaging his.
I know what you're saying.
You know, and that helped. And then of course he just became a good student on his own because his teachers were good, and that allowed him to trust his teachers more. So I mean, all of that kind of plays into it, where in your scenario, you're in an area that's not known for great public school. So
welcome to the jungle.
The best case scenario, the best case scenario for you is getting the private school alleyway, and that's where you guys went. So it's like, I think it's like I said, it's like it's going to be how the parent says, this is what my child needs. I gotta make sure I put my kid in the place.
Well, so hold on, let's focus it back on public schools though. So let me ask you this question: how much finance, and I'll give you a two-tongued snake tongue on this, finances play into it, both on the, I guess it's on the same line, funding for the school in terms of paying the teachers, and in terms of making sure the kids got decent lunches, proper textbooks, not books from fucking 1987. You know what I mean? pencils, things like that.
Kids got laptops and tablets now too, by the way.
Right. Yeah.
But some of the books are a thing of the past now. I mean, these kids are going to school with tablets, and their homework is done on these tablets. Their all their assignments on the tablets. They're getting graded through the tablets. I mean, right now the high schools just run just like a college now, where you turn in your assignment via email, and boom, you're
ready for work. You're ready for work. It's the same process.
So yeah. So I mean, that's what I do know now. Having kids that's just now going through the graduating process. Now we got 4 kids. Not only one is left to do the ceremonial graduation, but the process is so much smoother when it comes to how kids are doing their schoolwork now. You know what I mean? Right. Where my son had a laptop for the most part, then he had a Surface Pro or whatnot. And during the COVID
the sideline of the NFL, ain't he? Nigga got a Microsoft Surface Pro.
I'm saying Surface Pro adjacent. Honestly.
I know what you mean.
It wasn't technically a Surface Pro, but that's just where people identify.
Over there on the Colts sideline.
There's Surface Pro adjacent hardware that acts just like a Surface Pro, but isn't a Surface Pro. You know,
got a Kindle Pro.
So during the COVID time, guess what? Remote learning became an easy transition because of these the remote learning, and classes were done this way. My son did not excel in this because, just like me, I have to be into interaction,
hands-on.
So he took a dip during the COVID time because it just doesn't work the same when you're not interacting like in the classroom versus you're in your bedroom. You're gonna fall asleep. It's not like the teacher can see.
Wake up.
It's like you can't really do much there. But the fact of the matter is that it's the ability to have that type of classroom now. Let's say a kid is is homesick from school. That doesn't mean that they're not going to school. Now you just you're remotely. You can now be still in school remotely from home while you're taking your Dimetap or your Robitussin, and then sip your chicken noodle soup and still be in school. I mean, I know we're not talking about this aspect of schooling though, but not all public schools are going to be able to afford to do that. So me being in this type of school system that actually provides these to the students, that's not as difficult where you go to a school that doesn't have the funding. And I think that's the problem with our country right now, America, is that the imbalance of school funding. It's completely horrible. It's unbalanced, and you have to. It's like, so not everybody can move just to a place just for the school situation,
and they'll lock you up if you say you from there and put your kids in school.
Yeah, so it's just crazy how the imbalance, and I think that's the reason why a lot of people just homeschool or private school, because they're settled in where they're at, but the school system sucks. And in your case, you're like, oh, we were able to do the legwork and find a way for our kids to get a better education where we can trust that they're getting a solid education without us having to be constantly calling the school because their teacher's a piece of shit. You know what I mean?
But they be pieces of shit too in them high-ranking schools too. Don't get it twisted. All right, so that's what's up. I feel as though the system is doing its best. I know a lot of teachers, believe it or not, a lot of comedians are teachers, yo. And they tell me about these stories of school about underfunding and how they go the extra mile, taking kids to DSS, taking their mom and the kid to DSS to get their food stamps and shit. It's just, I mean, some of the things that these teachers go through, they really on some Michelle Pfeiffer, dangerous mind shit.
And then these are the teachers that don't get the recognition.
They don't. Right, exactly. Yeah. So it's kind of
some cases get penalized for going out of pocket because they're saying it's special treatment or whatever.
Eddie Bridgewater.
Listen, you need to commend. Yeah, exactly. You need to commend someone that's willing to go out of pocket for these students, yo.
Yeah. Shout out Mr. B.
Yeah,
shout out Mr. B at Fed Hill Prep.
And there's a lot of Teddy Bridgewaters out there that do these things, and they have to like be very sparingly in how they do it, because if they get caught up in some situations, like, oh, they might lose their job for being a better teacher,
for being righteous.
That's crazy.
Jesus would commend you for it, but your job fire you. Ain't that crazy?
Your job will fire you.
Stop helping, nigga. All right, yeah. So do the best you can, parents.
Not your job.
I honestly think to get to the point of the question, man, I think outside of the teacher's scope of work, the curriculum is set above them, and they can freak it to how they want to freak it as far as conveying a message, but they have to stick to a certain curriculum. And that's where that's what I'm trying to get to, is that governing body, the Federal Reserve of Education, Department of Education. Are they trying to get it? So let's zoom out. Well, we'll close it out. I ask you this one question before we segue. But do you feel like that? And if you look at the curriculum, it just teaches basics. When we was in school, you had home ec. I don't even know. My kids is in middle school and elementary school, but I don't know if they doing wood shop in class. They definitely not doing HVAC training and shit like that no more. It feels like it got a lot more rudimentary.
I loved wood shop.
Look at you. You love the wood, don't you? You ready? Look at you. I'm ready.
I said wood shop.
I love the wood. You said wood.
You see that? He said wood shop and let that marinate in my brain. He's going to circle back.
Y'all say y'all got wood at this school? Oh my God, Lord have mercy. That nigga sweeter than candy.
Who doesn't love the smell of burning wood?
I do too. I don't know what's wrong with me. I feel that way. Burning wood and gasoline it gets me brandy out. But yeah, Ed, so do you think the governing body is putting us in a position to be, I hate to say Elon Musk, so I'm not gonna say that, but Bill Gates, an entrepreneurial mind, given that it could take everywhere, it could spur from anywhere, like you said.
Yeah. I think that the ones that we do get are those students that are the exceptionals. You know,
they were already on that path.
They were going to be on that path anyway, just because it's like sometimes kids are just born with that gift of just upward trajectory. You know what I'm saying? And if we were to take a kid that, let's say, like I said, that little the section of kids that are the ones that can be or cannot be, depending on how their environment is and the trajectory, then we'd say that, guess what? These schools are going to probably turn the majority of these kids into the wrong side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's the sad truth of it all, is that, we haven't been in public school since who knows how long, but I remember even when we were in school, you could you just kind of knew, like, I'm not getting the best.
Yeah.
You kind of just knew, and you always had that one teacher that stood out over the other ones. And whenever that happens, that lets you know right there that you're not getting consistent teaching across the board. It's not consistent. And if a kid can notice it, then damn, you know what I'm saying?
The system know it, right?
The system should definitely know it. But in the end, it's like, what are they doing to mitigate this? What are they doing to try to improve this? And it starts with teacher pay and in school funding. If you're not funding the school system enough to pay these teachers what they're owed or what they deserve, then how can you expect a teacher that's lower level to go the extra mile to become more when they're not getting rewarded for it? I mean, why am I going to work harder when I'm still struggling to pay my bills? Some teachers have second jobs or like a second form of income. Yeah. And then you fire that teacher for trying to make money.
She had to show that coochie. She wasn't making enough. That's facts. But she in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
It was a catch-22 for that poor teacher.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously that's not a good thing, because which one of your students all of a sudden finds a way to get daddy's credit card and subscribes to your fucking OnlyFans and sees your titties? They're not going to be listening to you the same in school the next day.
How you going to teach me how to divide?
I just saw your breastises. And
I saw you getting cracked, Miss Waters. Somebody was hitting it from the back. You didn't say uno, dos, tres then. Where's your Spanish lessons then? From the back. I'd be like, you're going to detention. Yeah.
You're very flexible, Miss Glenn.
You should be teaching gym, you freak. Not history. Your ass is history. All right, let's move.
Why do you have so many ping pongs and no table?
Teacher does Nerf challenge. What's that mean? Shorty hitting targets out this bit. Round one begin. And hit the country sound. Earmuffs and goggles. She finished the scroll, the joint move forward with the criminal and shit with the bullet holes in it. She's like,
Go to parent teacher conference and the dad's face is red. It's like, why is his face red? Why are you so nervous to talk to her, Dad? And then his wife is like, yeah, why are you so nervous to talk to her, Dad?
That's where those unmarked targets are going. Lord have mercy. All right, y'all, let's get off of this. Yo, this segue, this spot that spiraled real quick. While we're in that vein, let's switch it up. Cause the next thing we're gonna talk about is another thing that's a sign of the times, I guess you could say. When we was coming up, Ed, you was listening to Candy Girl on my world. I guess we weren't listening to that. But when you went to court, a young lady, all you had was your mouthpiece pause. You could talk. You could do a little bit of AOL, AIM. I guess when I was coming up, the instant messages stuff was but it had to come from you. Nobody was giving you prompts or cues on what to say to the ladies, except for the dudes in the barbershop. And you didn't want to listen to them because they was gorilla pimping. You ain't want to listen to them. That shit ain't fly. And I just walk up to her and tell her you want to smell what she got. You'd be like, what the fuck you mean by that? Go on, go ahead. Don't be shy. Put some Diablo sauce on the pussy from Taco Bell. But nowadays, at all of the technological resources, at the resources of this younger generation, it came to my attention. I was out at a comedy club the other day, and the younger comics was telling me how they riz up chicks or how they talk to chicks based off prompts and social cues from social media, from ChatGPT, dog. So check this out. They was telling me that they would, everything the chick would say to them, they would just put it in the ChatGPT and say, how should I respond to this girl? I really like her. I want her to feel X. I want her to feel like I want to take her outside of that. I feel like I want to take her, not you, Jace. You're not a young comedian. You a young nigga. Back up. You a wine. So long story short, I posed the question, yo. So what if she bouncing that right back off you on ChatGPT? She take your ChatGPT answer and throw that in ChatGPT. How should I answer to this guy's response? Before you know it, you got a 100-message thread
of ChatGPT
of open AI starting your relationship. Sam Altman then put y'all together. You understand what I'm saying? So my question to you is, how do you think that'll impact? Now, you might hunch. She might like what you say. You might like what she say. Y'all start hunching. And if you don't know what hunching is, just Google it, guys. I'm not about to say that. Y'all start hunching. But then 3 months down the line, things don't work out. So before I get into that, I'll let you dig on that. What do you think is the long-term impact of that manufactured beginning?
It's
heavy.
Establishing a connection based on false pretenses is how I see it. Because it's not truly your thoughts, and are you guys really attracted to each other from a metaphysical standpoint? Like, you know, that's
shit, man. You hit me with that.
It's just not, you're not gelling with each other. You're gelling with, it's like that. Remember, like back in the day where that dude would have the guys, the little earpiece in his ear, and my man would tell him exactly what to say. That's basically ChatGPT, but at least that was a human doing it.
Right.
A human that knows you, like a human that's like your best friend. So they know at least enough of you to say the right, tell you, to give you the advice to say the right things. Yeah, in the situation. So it's like, you know, at least, even though that's not authentic, but at least it's salvageable in a way, because you're giving, you're still giving them a piece of themselves. Where ChatGPT is just giving you what's an algorithmic type of response, like, judging by how they talked, this is the best way to respond in order to elicit the best response in return. And then
get X.
Yeah, to get to the next point. But now here's the problem. When she then inputs your words into the chat GPT, then that thing then starts to break into the algorithmic type of form. So now you're just throwing two algorithms back at each other, and they're just bouncing off each other. Now, in the end, what we do know is that they like each other enough to use ChatGPT. So at least we know. So that means that what we realize is neither of them needed ChatGPT, because they could have just been their full selves and probably would have gotten the same result. That's what most people will say.
Yeah.
But what's cool about it is, as long as ChatGPT is only part of it to get to the date, because that's when ChatGPT can't talk for them at the date, can they?
See, but with the, and it was 3 male comics and 1 female comic, and they both pretty much said the same thing. They're using it. People not trying to get together to get married initially no more. They trying to get together to hunch. So ChatGPT is setting up the hunch.
So if that's the only,
but then hold on,
that's the only objective.
People are looking for relationships past that, and they're staying with people after the hunch. Now, not all of them. Sometimes you crack and you out of there, but it's happening where you do that, and you're like, well, what are you doing this weekend? Nothing. Let's go to the harbor. And then y'all build a relationship.
Yeah, but I think at that point they're not using the ChatGPT no more, because now they've already gotten past that.
But what I'm saying is, everything that you knew about me for this last 3 weeks of conversation, we got together, we got some drinks, and that's another. We met at the bar, immediately started drinking, and then we crack, and then we trying to face each other sober later based on ChatGPT. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Where can you go from there? Now, of course, it's a war of attrition. You're gonna learn the person, but I feel like
I think it's a pretty cheap shortcut. It's a cheap shortcut to getting to what you want. And I mean, I don't think that it's super harmful, so long as when you do get into the physical connection part of things, that at least those are the moments where your authentic self. Now, if you're, everybody wears a mask to a degree, though, especially in the beginning. You know what I mean? Because most people are scared to reveal their true selves to others, especially in the beginning, unless you have super confidence in yourself. And that's what it comes down to. If you're a confident person, would never use ChatGPT. A person that is confident in themselves would probably never use ChatGPT, because they won't find a reason to. It's just like saying, for instance, you're good at a video game. Why would you look up the cheat codes and whatnot? You don't need the cheat codes because you're already nice with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you need the cheat codes when you're already destroying the game without them? So it's like someone that uses ChatGPT is someone that's probably got lack of confidence, or also can be used out of laziness. I just don't feel like being.
That's what I'm saying. Some people just want an easy kill sometimes.
I'm just trying to just do this, get it over with, fuck it. And I think that in most cases, I think that's okay, especially if both sides are doing it. Fuck it. They're just trying to get to the end game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when they get to the end game and the result is what both of them desire, then I mean, I'm not gonna look at it like it's terrible, because in the end, ChatGPT can only get you so far. At some point, if y'all gonna make it past that part of it, if it's just a hookup, then it's just a hookup. Then you just move on with your life. But if it gets beyond that, it's because you guys decided to actually see each other and say, "Hey, I might actually like being around you."
So at that point, do you say, "Hey"? The first month of us texting was pretty much all through ChatGPT.
They probably would both laugh because they probably both used it, right? Isn't that what you said, that they both?
Would you feel jaded? So, like, let's say that
if I was on the other side of it and didn't use ChatGPT, oh yeah, I'd be pissed. Like, bitch, you've been using ChatGPT? I was like, so all those smooth words wasn't even you. You weak as shit. You
don't really know Sade lyrics, bitch.
It's like, you don't know. I would definitely not let them hear the end of that, but it would have to fall on where we're at. Like, if I really, really like them, I would have to challenge them now to not use ChatGPT, and now I will notice, because I'm going to start to pay attention differently. because I'm like, you know, I think that eventually if you use ChatGPT too much, it will reveal its hand. I'm assuming, because that's the problem with, I've used ChatGPT for stupid little mundane things like, hey, what's the like some mundane like facts or something.
I got you.
Or something mundane is like, hey, I want to see how to make something. Hey, ChatGPT, how do you make this? All right, you know, and it'll just do that. But sometimes ChatGPT shows its limitations, is what I'm saying.
Right.
And I don't think that ChatGPT, especially AI software, it's not to the point where it's not fucking it's not Jarvis from fucking Tony Stark, okay?
Ask Jeeves. Remember
It's
Ask
like
Jeeves?
the AI is not Jarvis level yet. It's not on that level where it's so fucking smart that invents shit for you. It just it uses algorithms and it uses the internet as a knowledge point. It's a fast search engine. Basically what it is like it uses the World Wide Web as its brain and it searches. If the answer isn't there, ChatGPT is going to try to just surmise an algorithmic answer, and it's usually not going to turn out well.
Cohesive.
Now the thing is, the reason why it's crazy is because this AI is a learning software. It means the more you use it, the better it gets. So it is going to come to a time where we might reach Jarvis level. When it does, we might not ever need to interact again. We're just going to be like,
that's what they said. That's what Elon said, Joe. He said people are going to be able to choose if they want to work.
Yep.
And I'm like, I don't know if
people
that's possible, because don't nobody want to work.
It's going to create a very fucked up situation. That's what's going to do.
Straight up.
Which is, I'm basically going to do everything I can to not use AI as long as possible. And if I could get to the point where I leave this earth happy, never having to use AI, then let the next generation worry about it.
You better die in the next couple of weeks then. AI already out there.
AI is out and it's learning as we speak. Someone's already fully dependent on that bitch right now.
It is what it is.
Someone just made a whole resume using ChatGPT.
It happens. It is what it is. I can't be mad at him. All right, guys. So don't be a piece of shit, man. Talk to the girl, fellas. Damn, don't put in no damn ChatGPT.
Be authentic, man. You don't. If you really about that, you really that confident, you don't need ChatGPT.
Even if you're not about that, go cut your teeth, Nick. You're gonna have to learn someday. I don't really like spitting at chicks either, though, because we in a society where it's like, well, never mind. That's just cold approaching and just walking up on chicks. I don't do that. I gotta know your grandmother or something.
You know how weird it is, like being out and about trying to establish a connection with a stranger is a very strange thing, because it's like, think about it, it's like, so been here long?
That's weak.
Oh wait, purple fingernails. You like the Ravens? You just made an assumption on her purple fingernails. That purple. So it's like you have to be careful when, like, I made two terrible examples. Never go up to somebody and say, "Been here long?" Because if they have, chances are they're not happy about it. So you just sparked a negative feeling. So you have to always try to stay as neutral as possible. But all you got to do is get acknowledgement. You're basically letting them know that they exist, that you know they exist, and hopefully you do it in a way that makes them curious about why you find that they exist. And that's just the smallest formula I can give. Is like breaking the ice is just basically letting someone know that you noticed them, but doing it in a way that's not creepy or weird. So normally it's like, you know,
I can't help myself from thinking, notice you.
The better way is like a better situation is, you go, is like, man, I've been waiting here a long time. I really hope I can find it. It's like, oh yeah, I actually got helped right away. See, I sparked, that person wasn't waiting long, but I just expressed that I'm waiting long. And I'm like, man, I'm a little frustrated. It's like, and you allow that person to give you a response based on their response to you, and not a response of how they're feeling. And now the ice is broken. Is, oh, I'm Edwin, by the way. As soon as you get to the thing, and if they shake your hand and introduce themselves,
you're in the game.
You're in the game. You're in the game. That's it. And then the rest is just conversation. Oh, where are you from? Oh, you coming here now? And boom. I like to spark conversations with people all the time for that reason. So that way, whenever I have to, it doesn't feel awkward.
Yeah. You
know,
pick
like,
and choose.
Man, it's cold out here. Are you cold? No,
I see
I'm
your
actually
nipples
feeling
hard.
pretty good. He's like, see, you done fucked up.
Your titties is looking at me. It's below 30, ain't it? Crazy game. But yeah,
And I don't think that in today's day, like pickup lines are good anymore.
pickup lines. I don't know.
I've never.
People
I
so
mean-
starved for interaction nowadays, bro. So many introverts. People just.
I've never once in my life gotten anywhere by
with a pickup
using
line.
Pickup lines. I never use pickup lines. I always try to spark small talk and allow that to create something. And
Hold
just,
on, yo. Next week,
like,
save
I
that
ain't
thought.
going to somebody like, hey, are you happy to see me? Or like, those stupid little one-liner pickup lines and shit. Have you ever used them shits?
Hell fucking no. Yeah. But we doing that next week. Cheesiest pickup lines. We talking about that next week.
Yeah, we should talk.
Worst. Oh my god, crashing out.
Sometimes the worst, cheesiest pickup lines actually work just because they're so bad and cheesy that it makes
That's
them
the red
laugh.
flag.
And if you get the laugh and you can follow that cheesy pickup line with something intelligible, you might be able to recover so well that the person will remember. You know how we met? He came with a stupid ass pickup line, and just as I was about to tell him to get the fuck away from me, he said the most profound shit right behind it that made me want to listen to him.
If I get you with a stupid pickup line, somebody else gonna get you with a stupid pickup line. I ain't fucking with it. That's a red flag. Girl, you got some big ass feet. Thank you. Like, oh no, hell no, bitch. Nah, you're goofy. I'm not fucking with you. You ain't comb your hair in a week. It look like I know. You're like, oh no, I ain't fucking with you.
He's like, what are you, size 25? Feet,
Damn, bitch,
feet.
you got some Wimby feet. Look at you. Thank you. Yeah, yo, fuck all that. All right, so yeah, use your real game, guys.
I bet you could swim real good with those feet.
Olympic foot, bitch. All right, let's get it, guys. We are at the time of the night, the golden time of day, as Frankie Beverly and Mays would say. We don't have a ton of games to cover this week, of course, because there is one. But we're going to talk our shit regardless. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the always highly weighted, never duplicated, highly anticipated. And if you don't fuck with us, we'll pull up with your little shiesty on and your ass going to get faded. Ladies and gentlemen, clap right now for Poppy. We're going back to the old image next week because the playoffs will be done. Ed, this week we have one and only game to talk about in the next 48 hours. Super Bowl champion will be crowned. The game coming up is the Super Bowl, which should be the Rams versus the Patriots, but I'm gonna stop bitching and complaining. Seahawks, Patriots. Real quick, Ed, give me a rundown of what you think about the game, strengths and weaknesses of both teams, what you think might happen, and then we're gonna talk about the Pro Bowl a little bit, the game itself. But go ahead, let's start here.
The first thing that stands out with both of these teams is coaching staffs. Both of these teams got fairly new coaching staffs. The Patriots got a new coaching staff that was implemented this football season. The Seahawks got a coaching staff that was implemented one season prior. Both teams are very well coached from offense to defensive side of the ball, with Clint Kubiak. I'm leaning obviously towards Seahawks in this. Clint Kubiak and Mike McDonald of the Seahawks. That's a good tandem as far as the coaching staff goes. And but the Patriots, both teams are really balanced. If we look at both of these teams, first thing is pretty balanced teams. They both utilize the run really well to create passing lanes and to create passing schemes. They also like to change up their looks and use a lot of motions in their runs that also create more passing opportunities. The difference in the two quarterbacks, though, is Drake May uses a lot of his mobility to get that. He strengthens the run game and his ability to use his legs, especially in moments where you don't think he's going to. He uses them, so it makes him very dangerous as a runner. You know what I mean? kind of like when Lamar first started doing the run stuff, because we've seen mobile quarterbacks, but then when you get a mobile quarterback that is not only mobile but also great when you least expect it, then that changes everything. Whereas the Seahawks, Sam Darnold isn't that prototypical type of mobile quarterback, so they have to use their offense a little bit differently in order to incorporate that, which why it makes me the Seahawks so interesting is that they have more of a prototypical pocket passer in their midst, but Sam Darnold does have at least enough mobility in the pocket to get out of trouble.
He got a cannon. He got an arm too,
and he's also got he's really good with the deep ball. Pause. And then you got Drake May, who is the younger quarterback who's super mobile, but is also pretty damn good at throwing while on the move. That makes them pretty dangerous. Now, if we look at the two offenses as far as from the passing game, the difference is the Seahawks got Jackson Smith and Jigba, who just won offensive. I'm not trying to like hurt you, Sean, but he just won offensive player of the year, and that is huge. Also, they have a stout two-headed rushing attack where I think that when it comes to the run game, I think the Patriots got the better. The Patriots got the better run game as far as that go with Travion Henderson and who's Ramondre Stevenson. So it's really a tough matchup to look at it from both standpoints, and how you're going to look at it is slightly a slightly bigger advantage on the run game side for the Patriots as far as what they're doing with the run game, adding the addition of they have two great backs in Travion Henderson and Ramondre Stevenson, and then you also add in Drake May with his ability to run,
right?
Versus the passing tack that the Seahawks have, which is built off of their run game that creates lanes, and Jackson Smith and Jig was moving all over the field and creating matchup nightmares. But then that's where you look at it like, okay, they're pretty. You can look at them, they're easily matched in that aspect. But when you look at the two defenses, I think that's where the Seahawks are separating themselves from the Patriots. For sure. Christian Gonzalez, he's nice.
Viva la Mexico.
But the pass rush of the Seahawks is where their bread and butter is, and it creates turnovers because they're either getting sacks or they're forcing quarterbacks to make mistakes. And because Drake May is a younger quarterback, I think that this is the big stage, the Super Bowl, and I think Sam Darnold has been battle tested, and that's the biggest part of the two quarterbacks is Drake May, up and coming quarterback.
Years of battle test.
Great. Yeah. He's going to be great for years to come. But Sam Darnold came in the league as a top pick in the draft, going to the Jets, laying stinkers. The last time he played the Patriots, he was seeing ghosts. And he said that, and that's the craziest thing. And then he's just moving all around the league. People are pretty much done with him. And then he revitalizes his career in Minnesota. Minnesota decides we're going to fucking drop the ball because we have a quarterback that we like. Minnesota fucked up, plain and simple.
That's why they fired the GM.
Yeah, they fucked up because a quarterback that played that well, you keep him. You keep him, and you let the rookie beat him out. Not just give the reins to the rookie. You let him beat him out because in that process they would have made a better quarterback.
Let me ask you a question. Hold on, wait a minute. Do you think he really beat out Sam Darnold, or do you think we drafted this guy?
No, he never beat out Sam Darnold. Because he never got the opportunity. If Sam Darnold would have stayed on that team, and then you let JJ McCarthy and Sam Darnold duke it out in the preseason and in the off season or during training camp, we would have seen what JJ McCarthy could have become. But now he had to learn on the fly during
no tutelage,
which essentially was his rookie year because he didn't have a rookie year because he was injured. So it's like. And they just put all their chips in that. It's like, man, they fucked up. Guess who didn't fuck up? The Seahawks was like, you fucked up. We'll take them. And now they're in the Super Bowl. And I think that's why Sam Darnold is right now in a better position, just because he went through all the trials and tribulations, all the turmoil, all the doubt, to now having the confidence. And Mike McDonald said to him, like, listen, we got you because we believe in you. They gave him the confidence, and now they're in the Super Bowl because he has a good defense. Like, look, we're gonna hold you down with this defense. All you gotta do is make plays and not fuck up. I think that the Seattle's defense is going to cause Drake May to make those mistakes. And I don't think that's a knock on Drake May, second-year quarterback going to the Super Bowl. Like, you can't get better than
Joe
that.
Burrow did. He took the Joe Burrow.
He Russell Wilson did. Russell Wilson did it and won, though. Joe Burrow did it and went home empty-handed.
Yeah. So we'll see.
In any case, that's why I'm going to lean towards the Seahawks, because I think that their defense is a little bit stronger and more stingier than the Patriots defense, although you can't sleep on the Patriots either. But I think that based on the fact that Drake May is going to probably be the quarterback that makes the deciding factor mistakes in the game, that's going to give the Seahawks a short field or two, and they're going to capitalize. And then once they get the lead, it's going to be tough because they're going to throw them dogs at them and say, oh, now you got to beat our defense. We're about to come hunting. And you give a defense like that the lead, they dangerous. So I think that's going to ultimately be, but I think it's going to be close contested. I think that the Patriots are going to show some fight back, and I think we're going to get some touchdowns in this game. It's not going to be a low scoring joint. It might start off that way at first, but I think it's going to be one of those games that kind of out. Yeah, it's going to start to open up, and I think we'll get like a 28 or 34 to 26 type of joint, 34-24 Seahawks.
Okay. All right. Just strictly out of hate, I gotta go Patriots. We was okay when Tom Brady was kicking our ass before, and I'm not upset going back to that. It is what it is. Even though the Patriots stole a Super Bowl or two from us, and I'm not happy about that. So I definitely don't want to see the Seahawks win. I'm calling Patriots 34, Seahawks 20 in Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. All right, Ed.
They're gonna put a 30 burger on that defense?
Yes, sir. Did you see number 3 got hurt? You saw number 3 got hurt for the Seahawks.
Wait.
That nigga limping around at practice. He got hurt yesterday at practice. He was limping into the hotel, and that's their rookie.
So now you're gonna tell me that shit.
Oh, I thought you knew. This Poppy's quick picks, nigga. This ain't Sean's informational piece or a trunket. What's that word? Junket. This ain't Sean's informational junket.
I think it's fine because I look at that defense based off of what Mike McDonald does with that. I think Mike McDonald understands how to use his roster well.
What a fool,
they're gonna mitigate that. They'll mitigate that. It's fine.
Michael McDonald. Trying so hard to get what has it been created.
Second year coach too. Second year coach.
Y'all let him go.
Mike Vrabel. We didn't let him go. It was timing.
Oh, he left.
He took a head coaching opportunity. He was our defense coordinator. I was hoping that he'd stay at least 3 years with us, at least 3.
He looked like a default man. He really don't have no distinguishing features. He just looked like a created nigga. It's like a AI generated man. Where did he come from? I never seen.
He came from the heavens.
Average white man, mold 3. That's what he looked like. But yeah, so that's what it is, man. So Ed, I don't know,
you gonna be mad when the Seahawks win that Super Bowl then?
No, I'm not, because they're not gonna win. Drake made little baby face nigga gonna win. He gonna make
you nodded. You know that he's more susceptible to making mistakes. Young quarterback.
Sam Darnold is a ghost seer. He's a ghost hunter, and I think under those lights, like I look at the coaching staff.
He just did that in the NFC Championship.
I don't care, yo. You at home, it's a different vibe. In the Super Bowl, Vrabel, a leader of men that was in the trenches with you. He's like a Dan Campbell on Adderall or on Vicodin or melatonin.
You sleeping on Mike McDonald, yo.
I am, and I'm not gonna wake up. Wake me up! Wake me up inside! Yeah, wake up! I don't want to wake up, nigga. Fuck Mike McDonald, nigga. So we going Vrabel.
He gonna take you to McDonald's. He about to serve them a Big Mac.
McDonald's. We going Stephon Diggs. We going Cardi B. We going Drake May. We going Patriots all the way, baby girl. And it is what it is. So we'll see what happens, man. It should be a good game. Who's the halftime speech? Bad Bunny? I said halftime.
Bad Bunny. Halftime speech.
Hit the Bad Bunny joint, yo. Let me pull up the Bad Bunny joint. Gotta go what's it called? Auntie's Basement. What's the name of the song?
Yeah, he said Auntie's Basement. Yo, Bad Bunny Bad Bunny is the halftime show. I'm gonna be excited to do that. He's actually a very good performer. So him having a whole field
He won hella
to
Grammys. Shout out to Bad Bunny.
To play with, it's
Oh.
gonna be interesting and how he uses that and who is he gonna bring, because he's gonna feature. He's gonna feature other artists as well.
I heard it's gonna be Bad Bunny, Beyonce.
I don't know why you heard that.
He said I don't know where. He didn't say I don't know where you heard it. He said I don't know why you heard it. That's crazy. I don't know why you heard that. You should have turned your ears off. That's crazy. I ain't never heard nobody say I don't know why you heard that. That's crazy. Well, why'd you hear that for?
Why'd you hear that?
Why'd you get shot, man? Come on.
Beyonce already had her Super Bowl halftime show.
Yeah, I know. Who they might get up there? Dua Lipa. They probably.
I
get
have
some more
no idea who he's gonna. That's the crazy thing, is like it's been total hush hush. Now he didn't have any songs with Pitbull.
But he could bring Mr. 305 out there.
I mean, he could. Nothing is out of the question here.
Who's some popular Latin American artists? Bad Bunny,
Mark Anthony,
Enrique Iglesias,
yeah.
Beanie Man. I'm gonna give y'all Beanie Man of the girl, them sugar.
If he also brought out Tego Calderon, that'd be crazy.
I don't know who that is, nigga, but it is what it is.
You seen Fast and the Furious?
Santana.
You seen Fast and the Furious?
Which one? Nigga's 5 billion.
Did you see Fast 5, the 2 Puerto Rican dudes?
No, I don't think I saw that one. Oh, I don't know. Maybe, yo. You know I got.
They were the bomb experts, and they put they made the bombs.
Ed said they made the bombs. Nigga, you don't know about bombs?
You don't remember that in Fast 5?
No, yo, I don't remember. I don't remember nothing past 3 weeks ago, yo.
Damn, Tego Calderon was the one, the dark skinned dude.
Okay, I'm gonna just say okay.
Look it up real quick. You need to know who that is, yo.
What's his name? What's his name?
Tego Calderon.
Let me see if I got a speak to chat feature. Tego Calderon.
Tego, Tego.
There we go. I got it. Tego Calderon. Oh, he a musician?
Yeah, yo.
I ain't know that. He's a
reggaeton artist. He actually used to be a salsa artist too.
It's the Hispanic Lil Boosie. Hold up, yo.
You got that deep voice.
Boosie bad. Oh, really? I'm good. Feel like a T-Rex live under my hood. This is the Hispanic Lil Boosie. I'm trying to get a high res image for real. Okay.
You recognize him though, right? Yeah.
Hell yes.
That'd be cool if he brought him out.
Tego Calderon. Calderon. Mira. Yo soy aquí.
I mean, if he really wanted to be dope, he'd bring Daddy Yankee out. Everybody would lose their mind. We brought Daddy Yankee out.
Rampe. Dígame. Are you ready?
Yeah.
He got dreads now, don't he?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, this is a Hispanic Lil Boosie. He made it. Yeah. I know exactly who you're talking about.
You remember him from Fast and Furious now?
Yes. I've seen him in other things too, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I was just trying to get the most popular thing.
Okay, he went from the Hispanic Lil Boosie.
And the dude that was with him is also a reggaeton artist. His name is Don Omar.
Yeah, I know about Don Omar. When you was saying no sexo, when you wanna feel my fantasy. You think I don't know about a reggaeton? Like, come on, yeah. I used to work Spanish night at the club.
We might see Nori come out there.
Noriega super thug. Okay.
That Oye Mi Canto. With that.
Oh yeah, hey, my love. Is that what that means? Oye mi canto. Hey, my love.
No.
Bitch, don't laugh at me. He said, no. Survey says, That's fucked up, yo. You ain't even let me down easy. Did you come, girl? No, I didn't.
Love is amor.
Love is my what?
Amor.
I thought that's what you said. Oye, mi amor.
Okay, yeah, I said that, I guess.
I don't know, yo. What you say?
I didn't say anything. Let's move on.
Fuck it, yo. This is the end, nigga. Give me some clarification. Shit. This is it,
Nope.
nigga.
That's it. I
That's
ain't saying
fucked up, yo.
You're gonna have to get the playback now.
Hit me with the Dragon Ball Z joint. Next week on Dragon Ball Z.
I will leave you hanging like you left me hanging with the 800-pounder question and shit.
That's crazy.
On the last episode, you gonna dangle the 800-pounder over my neck like, yeah, choke on that. What if she's 800 pounds? And I'm like,
retribution.
What have you done? You asked me that question.
That's crazy. All right, yo. So here we is. That is the end.
That was like a juicy steak for you. It's like, yeah.
That's fucked up, yo. Why you do me like that?
Talk your way out of this.
Why they do me that way?
All I gotta say is that they don't really care about us. All I gotta say is that.
Do you remember the time the ADHD rolling again? Guys, this has been the final Poppy's playoff quick picks, ladies and gentlemen, 2026. Oh, that's hold on. Not the gong.
That wasn't a gongable moment.
It wasn't. I fucked up. It wasn't. Okay. So make sure you join us. Make sure you watch the game. Dropping it. Ed, what'd you say your score prediction was again?
34. What was it? 34-24. 34-24.
He's taking the Seahawks. He's taking the Seahawks. I'm taking the Patriots. So drop in the comments. Of course, Saturday this will air. Drop in the comments who you think is going to win the game tomorrow. And if you're right, we might give you a thumbs up. If you're wrong, we're gonna be like, you dumbass bitch. So roll the dice.
You got a 50-50 chance.
50 chance of not getting cussed out. You're a Baltimore citizen now. That's what's up. So here we go. All right. Yeah. So here we go, man. That's the end of the show, man. We appreciate you guys joining us, man. Ed, you got anything to say before we get up out of here?
Sean's got that comedy show.
Oh, wait a minute. Ed, we was going. If y'all didn't watch the first cipher submission, tell them about if you want to, Ed. If you
okay, yeah. Apologies. Yeah, so I actually did on the low. I did a little 52 sneak me. What is it? 52
annexation of Puerto Rico.
So I just decided, I wanted to give it another shot. So I went ahead and did a second entry, and did a little bit more with the video editing and whatnot, and create another verse that was more bilingual and show more versatility in English and Spanish. And it was more like Baltimore centric type of lyrics. Yeah. I mean, Sean said that I used the same cadence, but I felt like I changed the cadences up a little bit. I also did some cool P alliteration in there that was kind of cool.
And so, he blended the languages. The language flow transfer was crazy. So yeah, that's what's up. Check that out for sure, man. Thank you for joining us for another week of Too Late We Said It podcast. We appreciate you guys joining us each and every single week. We appreciate your subscriptions. We ain't a big podcast, so we love the little tribe we got. We appreciate you guys fucking with us. Make sure you drop some comments, man. Seriously, I want to hear what you think. Ed want to hear what you think. We want to be able to integrate with our family. It's Too Late We Said It gang. It's Too Late We Said It family. My daughter sitting there mocking me. I'm about to throw a pencil at her ugly ass. But we appreciate you guys joining us, and we want to hear what you got to say. This is our little tribe. This is our little community. You drop some comments in there. We're going to talk about it. I promise you that. Drop some shit in there. Hey, guys, next week, I got burnt by my ex-wife who fucking the man that worked at the Wawa Deli. We want to talk about it. Drop the comment. We go, you know what I'm saying? We tell you how. Wawa, nigga. Yes. Hoagie 10-inch. Hoagie fest when you dick. It's terrible out here. But drop
with a side of cream cheese.
Ew, on a turkey. Super hungry. Be safe out there this weekend, guys. We will see you next Saturday from the boys here to Too Late We Said It podcast to whatever device you watching off. We appreciate you, and we will see you next Saturday. Peace. am a product of this system. I'm pretty sure you are a product of this. Yo, hold on here. What you need, bro? My son just ran up to me like, what does that mean, yo? You freaky on Friday, ain't it? You need a charger. Here you go.
That's the symbol for charger.
That's not the symbol for charging. Hell no.
That was him plugging it in multiple times.
I guess that's why they don't let phones in jail. I need a charger. Yeah, $80. 80 and a tasty cake. I got you. Oh, yeah, that's what's up. Girl, I don't know what you're saying. All right, see, this is why I usually shoot. Well, I'm an active father.
It's like we're actively recording right now, but sure, let's have a conversation.
Fuck all your little podcasts.
Parenting 101.
Parenting 101. I'm sorry.
And like, Eddie's gonna edit that out. You're right, but
still,
moving on
to the sea. Fly like an eagle. R.A.P. Gonna fly. Fly right into the studio. Get it, Ed.
Shout out to Crip. Shout out to Crip for the opportunity. And look, I look forward to possibly getting some collaborations in the future, whether it be coming through on the podcast. You know what I'm saying? You definitely welcome to come through and chop it up with us. You know, tell us about your stuff and your hip hop journey and whatnot. We might do a segment about hip hop, and you can come through.